What's up, what's up? All right, so you already know we're going to be installing some ENJORA rims. These are going to be the wheels that we're using, so you can pause the video now and take a picture of it. Now, with this set, we are also going to be installing a ring for the beadlock. So you could go ahead and pause the video now, and these are going to be the beadlocks that we're putting in. And we're also going to be using the inserts, which is this right here. So you could go ahead and pause the video again. And then last but not least, we're going to be wrapping them in these particular tires from ENJORA, which are, I'm not going to go with the name, so you can pause the video and check them out. Okay, so real quick, they do offer a brass insert for these rims. I just don't have them for this video. So with that being said, let's hit the intro and then get right to it. All right, what's up, everybody? Real quick, we're going to go over everything that I have and how it comes in the packaging. So you're going to get the inserts. There's going to be 4 inserts in a plastic packaging. You're going to get whatever tire selection you choose. There's going to be 4 of them in the packaging if you get them from ENJORA. Then I have the actual beadlock. So these beadlocks, as you can see, they're different. They have these little handles on them and so what. So those come separately. They're in here, and that's how it comes in the packaging with hardware. And then the rims themselves, whichever one you choose from ENJORA, they're going to be coming separately, but in a quantity of 4 with its own hardware as well, like that. So let's go over some tools that we're going to use real quick. I just picked these up from ENJORA. So you got the 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench. You got the 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench that we're going to need, and we're going to need a 7.0 box hex wrench, and then I have a 1.5 mil in the actual screwdriver. All right. So I have the majority of the rims assembled. I just have to do one more, so that's what we're going to do right now in this video. So let's get to it. Switching to the overhead, all you're going to do is basically remove your rims. You're going to have a hardware bag, which is going to have all the hardware there. We're going to put that in the parts bin. We're going to remove the rim itself. You're going to take all 4 rims. For the sake of the video, I'm just doing 1 rim to show you guys what we're doing and everything. We have an insert, a tire, and then we're going to have the actual beadlock ring. So this is a separate beadlock ring. So right here, I'm going to show you guys the differences. This is the one that comes with the rims. This is the one that I purchased. Okay, so same color, just different design on the rings and everything. So now you are going to have, it does come with its own hardware kit, but the hardware that comes with the rims can be utilized instead of opening both kits and everything. You don't need them. So we're going to put all that to the side because I've been using this kit. So I got the ring, the insert, the tire, and the rim. So real quick, I'm just going to take the styrofoam out of the tire. Now, if you don't have inserts, obviously you skip this step. So we're just going to take the styrofoam out and we're going to set it to the side. At this time, we could take the insert and actually put it into the tire. So what you're going to do is just squish down, and I turn it into an S basically, and it helps it get inside the actual rim. So I just pick the rim up. So how I do that, I just lift the rim up here and I shove the tire in. And then just make sure that I get it all the way around. Now you see the inserts in there. Push it into place. And as you can see, it fills up the whole inside of the tire. All right, so you're good to go. If you want to lift and look, it should just look like that and everything should be good. All right, so we can put this to the side right now. So now we're going to be basically messing with the rim itself. So the outer ring is going to be held in place by a series of screws. And those screws are going to be a 1.5 mil screws. So as you can see here, I got 2 in place. So we're not using this ring, so I'm going to remove these screws right now. So I'm going to take these off. Counterclockwise is going to get that out. 1. 2. And as you can see, the ring releases. So I'm going to take the solid ring, well, this ring here, and set it to the side. And the hardware kit that comes with the rims, and just dump it into the parts bin, which is AKA a soap dish from IKEA, if you're interested. All right. So we could take this ring sleeve off right now. We don't need that. And what we're going to do is, as you can see, we're missing 4 bolts right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have 2 in place already. So 1, 2. This is going to be the 2.5 mil. All right. We're just going to make sure that those are snug in place. Okay. And then in your parts bin, you're going to go ahead and look. And you're going to see the size difference between the bolts. So if you look at this bolt right here and then this bolt right here, you can see the size difference. So we need 4 of these big ones. Those are going to be the 2 difference in sizes. So we need 4 of the big ones. 1. I seen on Facebook that somebody was looking to replace this piece to get an extension. So I actually purchased these rims for that as well. So these rims, I'm going to show you real quick before we go all the way in depth with this, that I'm going to remove these. And I'm going to show you that the centerpiece does in fact fall out on these rims. So they are compatible with the extensions. If you want them from INJORA, they're on their website. Most likely I want to get them. But I want to see how this offset really goes together with it. So I have all 4 out, as you can see there. And then we're just going to remove this right here. And as you can see, it comes off. All right. It does have a bump here that holds onto the rim, so that's good. So now I'm going to go ahead and put all these back. We're going to load the screwdriver with the screw. We get the screw in place. Oh wait, I'm not going to real quick here right now. Clockwise or in place. So lock this one in. Now, if you find yourself screwing the screw and it feels like it's too tight, back it out and try it again. You might be cross-threading it like I was just there. So you don't want to do that because you definitely don't want to break the bolt off in the aluminum. So there we go. We got all 6 tightened down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right. So now we're going to take the other ring, the performance ring, or if you're just using the regular ring, you could just go ahead and grab these smaller screws. They're going to be the 1.5 millimeter. So right there, you can see 1.5 millimeter. We're going to line them up through the ring and then line them up onto the actual rim itself. I'm going to do 1 directly across from each other. Alrighty. Now, I recommend if you're going to use the drill, do not hold the rim tight. Hold the rim enough where the rim can move. So that way, when the drill is tight, when the screw gets to the point where it's too tight, the rim could just slip out of your hand and move. So that way you don't break the screw or anything in the rim with a beadlock screw. All right, at this time, it would be a perfect time for you to learn your skills with the screwdriver, so that way you know where the point is. So I'm going to cut the video here, and I'm going to finish them up, and then I'll get back to you guys. Or I'm going to fast forward it. All right, so I got all of them done, and as you can see, they're looking good. So we have 25 in each rim of these little small screws. So 25 times 4 is 100, according to the Echo Dot and whatnot. So this is the hardware that we have left over in the screws, but we're going to use a couple of these bigger ones because we have the back of the actual rim to attach. So let's go ahead and get that done. This is going to be the 2.5 mil for the screwdrivers. So we're going to go ahead and get this into place. I'm trying to get it where it'll focus solely on what's going on. It always wants to focus on the screwdriver for some reason. So I got those two off and the rings are separated. So this is the rear ring. This is the front. Now we're going to take the ring itself and insert it into the tire. So this part might be a little tricky, difficult, depending on the person. So I just go ahead and put the ring in, wrap it around a little bit, and then while pushing the foam or the insert out of the way with your fingers, you can rotate the ring and get it into position. So as you can see, and then when you look at the ring on this side, on either side, so you see how it has some meat over here. So basically what you want to do is just center the ring with the actual insert. I mean, I know it's tedious, but it'll fall into place eventually on its own. Or not. So we're going to go ahead and grab the top of the rim and drop it in. Now it doesn't drop in per se, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the tire over the rim itself, or the wheel, if you will. And then if you look, you'll see it falling into place a little bit on its own. All right. So we got that there, and then we're going to grab the back ring. We're going to try to line up these 6 holes with the back of the rim. So I put it in on like an angle, and then I try to line up the 1, 2, 3 on this side, and then I'm going to lift the tire over the rim or the ring and try to get that lip onto the actual ring itself. So we're pretty good with the alignment. We look like we're lined up. We're good. This is going to be the actual 2.5 mil again. And we're going to go into the back of the rim. So while pushing the screw to get through the ring to the rim, you're going to push from the opposite side. And basically we just want to get a little bite real quick. Okay, so I got that one. Now I'm going to go directly across from that one and get this one into place. So you just want to get a bite about like 2 turns or something. And then we're going to rotate it to the other side, and we're going to try to do the same thing where we're pushing. And we're just trying to get like two bites. Two turns, okay? So we got that. So now we're going to grab the rest of the screws and try to get them into place. Now, it's not 100% easy. It can be done. Can you lay it down and push it down and do it that way? Yes, you can 100%, but it comes with a little bit of a consequence. And I'll show you guys that in a minute, which I noticed. And I got to fix one of the tires anyway. That's why this tire is not on right now, this tire here. And I'll show you what I mean. All right, so I got all those down and in place. So now I want to show you guys what's going on. So you see how the tire looks nice and bubbly? It has some bubble to it and whatnot. Now, when you put these rims on, and I heard somebody saying it, and I didn't know how true it was. When you're using the inserts, you don't really have the ability to let the air out. So on the stock truck, on the stock tires on the truck, you can hear the air comes out. On these, you're not going to get no air out, but you got mush, okay? So that's basically what we're looking for. We're looking for mush this way, vertically, but not on the lateral, okay? So hope you guys can see the difference between these 2 tires. It's chunky left and right on either side, and this one is like sucked in and flat. You see how it looks here? Hope you guys can tell the difference. Bubbly, sucked in. All right. And then it's a little bubbly on the opposite side. So now how this happened, where it's sucked in over here, when I put this rim together, I was pushing down directly down onto the table. So I believe that was the issue, because when I did it on another rim, it had the same thing happens. So if you get this flat, sucked in look and you're using the inserts, I don't know if it's going to happen if you use the styrofoam, because I'm not using the styrofoam right now. But if it does happen with the styrofoam, or it happens with the inserts and you see that sucked in look, like it's holding its breath or whatever, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the bolts on the back. So what I'm trying to do now is just get the rim to let go. There it goes. It just popped. So now you can see how it doesn't have that sunken look anymore. Now I'm going to take one screw and I'm going to do the push method that I did with the front, with the other ones. All right, I got that one screw locked on. So I'm going to rotate. I'm going to go for the direct opposite side of this one. And it looks like there's so much space, but we're going to squish it down. So we're going to look again, and it's still chunky. So we're looking good. So we are going to trap the air inside, obviously, but at least it's chunky and not holding its breath. It just doesn't look good. It looks like there's an issue with the tire. All right, so I got all 6 bolts locked back up. The tire's looking chunky again. And it's good to go. So we got both tires looking chunky. And now we can get them on the truck. So to get the tires on the truck, we're going to use a 7.0 box wrench. So I'll just show you guys right here. This is going to come off. So we're going to take those and put them to the side. Now these tires are a lot heavier with all the aluminum and the screws and everything, if you will, and the insert. So that's how the truck looks with the rims on them. I like the way it looks. It looks really good. The depth of the rim is really good. I like the beadlock and everything. I really took the time to really choose these rims out and everything because I like the way they match all the red accents as well. Even though I changed the sticker on the truck itself, I still have red accents on everything else. So I'm gonna cut this video short because I have to still fix my differential. Oh, look at that tire wrinkle on the bottom. Oh. All right, with that being said, my name is Hugo. This is with Urban Crawlers. Thank you guys for watching. Later.